YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, guys. It's been very nice to read your warm messages and your sweet comments on my latest upload because I've been away for quite some time. So of course I have to find my rhythm again with posting. So I'm back again with another revelation about the Sussexes, and this is not something that I haven't explored before on the channel. But of course, it is making a lot of headline news online, on the deep dark web, and allegedly Harry isn't as happy as what he has presented with Meghan. Not that that's any surprise to us. And he has been accused of cheating on Meghan Markle at a polo match. So, of course, the veneers are beginning to fall away, the cracks are beginning to appear, and a lot of people believe that this is going to be the beginning of Harry and Meghan's official separation. Now, some believe that Meghan Markle's PR team have been hard at work to frame Harry as the bad guy in order for her to break away from this marriage, as she always does, and essentially leave him eating dust with full custody of their two children. Are they real at this point? We don't know. I apologise for the sirens of London. What can I really say? All I can really say right now is that I don't know how true this story is, but I'm going to share it on the channel. I do, of course, believe that Meghan Markle has changed somewhat during the course of her short marriage to Harry, and that could have led to Harry seeking comfort in the arms of yet another woman. He was accused of cheating last year, and now he has been seen in a highly uncomfortably closed PDA display with another woman on June 12th. They looked shockingly intimate. Harry, wearing his sweat and dirt stained polo uniform, had his arm around a beautiful blonde, who snaked her own arm around the royal's neck. They held each other cheek to cheek at one point, their bodies locked in a tight embrace. The cozy display took place on the sidelines of California's Santa Barbara Polo and Racquet Club on June 12th during Harry's Los Pardas, I hope I'm saying that correctly, teams match in view of dozens of people. They were hanging all over each other, an eyewitness says of Harry and the woman, who has been ID'd as Argentinian socialite Delfina Blaquier. Everyone was talking about it and what it means for his wife, Meghan Markle. It wasn't the smartest move on his part, notes a source, adding that Meghan tends to bristle at public perception that something is wrong in their marriage, and her concern over Harry's closeness with the 41-year-old wife of his longtime friend and teammate Nacho Figueres, 45, has caused tension to flare up between the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, a title that both of them no longer deserve. Meghan hasn't forgotten that before Harry met her in 2016, he had a well-earned reputation as a playboy with a wandering eye. It stirred up old trust issues, but mostly Meghan's fearful of how a cheating scandal would look. Delfina only added to the drama nearly 2 weeks later when she gushed about Meghan on Instagram, looking forward to many more of these times with you and H. The mum of four wrote alongside a photo of herself and Meghan at their husband's final match of the season on June 17th, calling Meghan her newfound sister and fellow polo wife. At a game together, getting to spend time together over these 2 months was so special, Delfiana wrote. Fawn in tribute, could make things even more humiliating for Meghan, says the source, because now people think she was betrayed by a best friend forever. A second source, meanwhile, insists that Meghan, 41, and Delphina, a guest at her 2018 wedding, are the best of friends. Nothing happened between her and Harry. But it's not the first time the prince's flirtatious behaviour has raised eyebrows. Last August, Harry was snapped with his arm around 21-year-old teammate Riley Gansey at the Aspen Polo Club in Colorado. So that's the very thing that I was talking about last year, whereby he was seen in the embrace of a young lady. So this is not the first time, and I'm sure it won't be the last time. Is there anything going on? I'm really not sure. Their embrace looked very warm and it looked extremely intimate. I'm not 110% sure as to whether this is a sign of anything, whether it means anything, but I definitely do believe that there is something behind it. Actions, of course, always speak louder than words. So this woman is tied down. She has 4 children. She looks as though she's a woman who has a happy marriage. Her husband is also extremely successful. So what would be her motive to attach herself to Harry? Maybe she wants more fame, she wants a higher profile. Maybe that's something that Meghan has that she's envious of. She's not globally well known. Maybe that's something she's in pursuit of also. So it continues on here. There are plenty of public figures who don't allow themselves to be photographed touching anyone of the opposite sex to avoid any such suspicion, says the source. Having spent his whole life in the spotlight, Harry should have known better. Even more troubling, Meghan recently found a series of allegedly inappropriate texts from other women on Harry's phone, says the source. They were apparently just random messages that said things along the lines of "see you later, kiss," says the source, but they had a massive fight about them, with all private phone calls that have been leaked about the royals over the years. Harry has to understand how his words might be misconstrued, and while Harry is adamant he'd never stray, most wives would have some jealousy over all of their husband's female friends, says the source, adding that Meghan's also not keen on his keeping in touch with his exes, including Chelsea Davy. Harry had a surprise reunion with Chelsea during a solo visit to the UK a few years ago that didn't go over well. Harry didn't immediately mention he'd seen Chelsea, so the lie by omission was an issue for Meghan also. Now there are new rules in their marriage. Meghan's making sure he doesn't give her any more reasons to worry. She doesn't want him to go on any more trips with the polo team, adding that from now on their kids, Archie and Lily, will join them, and he needs to be a lot more careful about his interactions with other people, especially other women at the games, even if they are entirely innocent. With drama constantly simmering with Harry's family back in Britain, the last thing the Sussexes need is whispers about their failing marriage. Having his arms around another woman in public is just totally unacceptable for a married man, and he's meant to be a happily married man who has left Queen and Country far behind in his rearview mirror to have a happy, fulfilling private life in the United States of America. Of course, we are always seeing something somewhat that is very different to what they presented and to what they left us for. Harry made a fool out of Meghan, and she doesn't want it to happen ever again. Harry's not exactly the type of person that you can really rely upon to keep his word. He's betrayed his queen and country, and of course he's going to, at some point, be a major disappointment for someone like Meghan. So there you have it, guys. There's rumours and speculation that Harry and Meghan are on the brink of divorce. And this has been floating around on the internet for the last 5 days. I've lapped it up, I've read about it, and I think that something is brewing. I don't know exactly what, but we know Harry has his tell-all book dropping in September. So I'm really looking forward to that, to see what kind of revelations, if any, he has that he's going to publish and put in the book. I'll be back with another video. Bye guys.